Well, if it isn't your pal Exotic Mega Absol Blaze, and welcome back to another scary story. And as you see, today's scary story is gonna be Gorilla. Yeah, 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 just the name Gorilla. Yeah, that's the name of the story, just the word Gorilla. And as you can see here by the description, is about a zookeeper who abused the animals under his care. Yeah, it's just all it says is about a zookeeper who abused the animals under his care. A version of this story appeared in Ghost Ghouls, and Other Horrors Bernard Bernard J. Herwood as The Gorilla's Revenge. And I don't know what this picture's supposed to be. All I can see is just just shows some. I don't know what this picture's supposed to be, other than just seeing some razor sharp teeth. I think those are supposed to be the gorillas, or I don't know. I don't know what this. I don't know what this even is. This picture, but yeah, I don't have anything else to say other than that I'll be copying and pasting the link of the website Scary for Kids in the description below so that you guys can check it out when you guys have the time. But without out of the way, let's do it. So just sit back, relax, and watch me cook as I read the story Gorilla. Yeah, praise. So as this is Gorilla. Enjoy. A lady who does not wish to be named recently told this incredible tale of a terrifying message she received by means of automatic writing. The spirit the spirit moving her hand identified himself only as Hanselman, and said that he had been unemployed for over a year when his horrible experience began. He was only down to his last few dollars and sat in a cheap furnished room speculating on what he would do when his money was gone, looking out the window and at the moon. He let his mind wander and wished he could leave his body and float up with the moonbeams to a better, happier existence. Whenever he fall asleep or went into a trance, he did not say, but the next thing he knew, he found himself in a barren, rocky place with a jet black starlit sky above and an eerie greenish light all around him. To his utter horror, he realized that he was surrounded by swarms of loathsome insects, beetles, scorpions, centipedes, and ugly flying things, many as big as he was. He covered his eyes and screamed, hoping that this ghastly vision would go away. But when he looked around again, he realized that it was all too terribly real. Just a great, hairy, scaled thing with huge pincers grabbed by his sleeve. He ducked, his sleeve ripping as he tore free. But he saw the one thing that terrified him the most. It was a familiar creature, a gorilla, not just any gorilla, but one he had known very well when he was head keeper in the zoo. In the name of the city was Garbled. He had hated the grill. He had hated the gorilla so much that whenever possible, he had tormented it. Finally poisoning it to get it out of the way. Now it confronted him, its great eyes staring, its mouth open in a hideous, fierce grin. Without waiting to question the utter madness of the situation, Hanselman turned and ran blindly. It seemed as though he had run for hours when he finally found himself facing a wall of great stone, crawling at clawing clawing at the wall like a maniac until his hands were raw and his skin in shreds. He tried to climb it, but he could not. Turning around, he saw the gorilla closing in on him. Again, he screamed, The gorilla threw back his head and laughed. Then, to Hanselman's horrified disbelief, he began to speak. He told the frightened man that they were in the split world. He told the frightened man that they were in the spirit world of animals, where no human being was permitted. You see, you see, said the gorilla, you are not dead, merely out of your body, but I am going to kill you and make you suffer for all the tortures you inflicted on me in that accursed zoo. No! Screamed Hanselman. Mercy, 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 asked the gorilla mockingly. Did you ever show me any of that so-called mercy? And with that, Hanselman, Hanselman found himself enveloped by a suffocating darkness as excruciating pain exploded in every atom of his body. He felt himself being ripped open, felt himself being torn limb from limb, every himself being blown up like a balloon with no air in his lungs, a crushing a crushing weight, heavier. So disturbing was this awful message that the lady who received it felt badly for weeks. Finally, determined to find out it was real, she embarked on a campaign of intensive research. After months of investigating, she learned that a man named after months of investigating, she learned that a man named Hanselman had indeed been head keeper at a at a small zoo in Europe many years before. She also learned that that he had been fired on suspicion of negligence regarding the death of a valuable gorilla. Even more fantastic was the end of the story. About a year after losing his job, Hanselman had been found dead in his about a year after losing his job. Hanselman had been found dead in his room by his landlady. The expression on his face, she told police, was so horrible that she had run screaming from the room. The cause of death the cause of the cause of death was officially recorded as cerebral hemorrhage, but the lady who received the message knew otherwise. So yeah, it seems like only the lady already only the landlady knows the truth. Yeah, she only knows the truth. The real cause of death of Hanselman. Yeah, it was the gorilla. Yeah, it was the abused gorilla that finally got his revenge by killing the by beating the Hanselman to death. Yeah, by beating the head keeper of the zoo to death. Yeah, but yeah, justice is served for Hanselman, and big respect. Yeah, you gotta give respect to the gorilla. He got his revenge, what he deserved. Yeah, Hanselman got what he deserves for abusing his animals, especially mainly the gorilla towards the gorilla. But alright, guys, so that was the story Gorilla. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video, which I know for a fact that you guys already enjoyed them, and my other stories I've read in the past. If you guys enjoyed it, you already know the drill. Subscribe, comment, and I'll be always I'll be always 2 steps ahead with a new story. I think I might read this one story in the bottom right called Purple Sofa, maybe, but who knows? Maybe I'll check another story. But yeah, without of the way, I'll see you the next video. Peace.